Hey everyone, we're back. Oh God, why do you kill the sound like completely right off the rip every time?
Kevin, turn
He's
your
trying to.
foghorn off.
He's just trying to narrow down, everybody who enjoys it down to like three people.
In case of a tragic accident, we're straight up just replacing Kevin with a ship's horn. Brrr.
I'm just a big fan that Frakes' face was front and center doing that laugh. And that, if you made it to that point in this episode, it's as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah,
So,
oh my
It's not going
gosh.
to get any better.
Oh,
it
ouch.
will.
Ouch.
It will get better.
That's not the case.
I'm playing a fucking turtle. It's got to get better.
I make no guarantees about better, but yeah. So yes, we've been gone a while. There's been some schedule hiccups and all kind of weird stuff going on with everybody, but we're back to stream for you, our wonderful, wonderful viewers, once again. Forsaken Throne Part.
That's exactly what I thought it was.
And
That's where I thought we were.
so, how was everyone's week? Before we just jump on in.
It was a real week-like week for me. Monday happened.
Yep.
Then there was a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's Wednesday.
Yep.
It's been Wednesday.
All
This is-
day.
This is some engaging shit. I think we're really really gonna bring him in this way.
I could bring the mood down even further and talk about cancer, but
Dear God.
I'll refrain and just say that when I was leaving the hospital, I ran into a really cool dog named Coco,
Oh.
and I got to
nice.
hold it so an old man could go pee.
Aw.
I hope it was in a bathroom. Actually, whatever. He's
It's
an
a
old man.
hospital.
Yeah, it's just right on the waiting room floor.
Could've
There's
been-
lots of
no,
places to pee at that hospital.
Yeah. Most people in hospitals, they don't even need to get up to pee. They can just go right there in bed.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something that you never really nobody warns you about is if you get surgery on your abdomen, you have to be extremely careful about using your back muscles the right way
Oh, thank God.
so
I thought
you
this was
don't
going to
throw
be a
your
story about.
back out.
Thought it was going to be a story about jerking off. I really did.
You don't use your back muscles when you
Then
when you
you're
take
not
it to home plate, so
Yeah.
to speak.
then you're not into it enough.
No.
No, I mean a story about
No.
jerking off in the hospital, which I'm sure
No.
happens.
Yeah.
yeah. I mm,
All kinds of stuff happens in hospitals. I've seen videos.
Yeah. A lot of
Scrubs was a television show. I don't know if it's educational, but they fucked a lot in that show.
Grey's
Yeah.
Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy. There's a lot of.
Grey's
a lot of that
Anatomy.
stuff.
What is that?
It's a girl
The
show.
fucking
I think.
hospital.
I don't know if that's. Anyway, my wife shows used to be.
Oh, no. My wife shows, of course.
My wife. So you got a doctor called McDreamy and McSteamy. It's definitely.
That's a little on the nose for character names.
I always thought that was the same character. It's two different
No.
people.
Nah, it's two different ones. Yeah.
Shows how
They're
much
just
I watch. I don't know.
universally attractive brunette men.
Yeah. They're TV pretty.
Ooh.
Yeah, they got that
TV pretty, you say?
Mm.
photogenic, if you will.
Dreamy was the one with the better hair.
Oh, well, I mean, that's pretty much the only way to tell actors apart in those kind of dramas, like the haircut.
You sure this is just your wife's show, or
Well, we watched it together for a while.
For a while, up until the series
Yeah.
finale,
Yeah.
up until it ended?
There were brunette girls in there too, which that's what I like. So it's good.
Name one of them.
Mick
I don't-
Slutty?
They didn't have a cool nickname. It was
Oh.
just nah. It was just those two guys that did kind of stuck with you. With me.
If you.
I should have had like a counterpoint character, somebody fat and unattractive, like McNuggets.
There's something fun that happened this week. So we do family meals at my job, the one that pays bills. And this week the guy brought in for me to cook baked potatoes. I did loaded baked potatoes, corn on the cob, and dino nuggets. I haven't had dino nuggets since I was a child. And
Yeah.
let me tell you, they're still delicious.
They're awful.
Really?
Pretty
Fucking-
good. I have a
Terrible.
frozen bag in my freezer all the time.
It's a
My kids eat
panko
those.
covered chicken particle, and
No,
Shaped
we
like
dip it in
dinosaurs.
sauces. Yeah.
deconstituted chicken, deconstituted, reconstituted chicken bits.
How
had
do
to-
they get the breadcrumb completely uniform? That's what I want to know.
Science.
Yeah, it's science. I assume they use robots.
No, a completely uniform color. That's the part that always upsets me about those frozen nuggets. Like, this is a completely uniform color. It's upsetting. Like, a thing that is fried or even baked should not be like this.
Well, they spray tan it with food coloring. That's
Oh.
Yeah. Tell
Very
me,
tasty.
did you deep fry the dino
it deep
bites?
fried them.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. That's the
Um,
best way to do
dipped
it.
them
Pre-
in,
bacon.
gay-hating Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
And on
I'm sorry
Pride
that
Month.
yeah, and on Pride Month, I felt kind of bad about that. But the guy who bought them was gay, so I think it evens out at
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you know, I mean, like, there's no ethical consumption under capitalism, but you know, you don't have to like just go for the gold on funding evil. But
Speaking of, I saw at Publix that they're selling Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce in like mayonnaise squeeze bottles.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
that's
Tasty.
that's a phrase I never thought I'd hear. Mayonnaise
So does
squeeze bottles.
Anybody remember where we were?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
So-
we're playing a role-playing game. I totally
We're in a dungeon.
Yeah.
spaced on this whole dungeon thing. Like,
I watched the last 20 or 30 minutes of the last stream, but I probably forgot what happened. So,
you guys.
So you're in the same boat the rest of us.
yeah.
You guys are going down a very long hall at the top edge of the map. And you were trying to make your way down this hall. You fought some slimes that came out of cracks in the ceilings.
Didn't we jam a bone up in one of them and it just sort of squirted around it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's all dirty.
You jammed your bone in it.
It wasn't my bone, it was some other random person's bone.
And then once again, I believe it was Noob, caused a random explosion down the hallway. You're totally silent.
You're muted.
I did totally cause a random explosion down the hallway. What are you gonna do about it?
I remember
You
that.
forgot to mention Noob Show in your thing.
What thing? I don't do a thing.
Yeah, you did with Hex Press.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Because you
yeah.
totally whipped on Noob Show. So fuck
Yes,
you.
I totally whiffed on mentioning Noob Show because it's our lowest quality product, and it's
Damn right.
hosted by a
The
complete idiot.
cheapest too. The cheapest, most available.
You're the lowest quality. Rude. Anyway.
It's like,
That's not a
There's my
commentary on
vocal sword.
Noob. That's not a commentary on Noob as a person. That's just a commentary on Noob's work ethic.
yeah, it's true. It's true. It's like, okay, here's my pitch for the Noob Show.
Beats mine. I'm not making a show.
It's like the Joe Rogan Show if Joe Rogan were poor and not famous and didn't know anybody.
So
And-
like
and
98%
fat.
of all podcasts.
Yeah.
And fat.
I think Joe Rogan probably was fat as a child, and he's got fat person brain. I can tell.
Now, if you ever listen to Joe Rogan, he hates fat people, and he believes, and he was a
All former fat people hate fat people.
Yeah.
Look
Except
at the
for-
rolls on the back of his neck. He used to be fat. That's,
Yeah. All right, we're smearing Joe Rogan for fun when we should be playing D&D. Even though
A
Whichever gets his
Forsaken
viewers more.
throne.
yes,
Yeah, you drop his name and, we're going to get all the dude bros over here.
yeah, we've said bad things about Joe Rogan. Give our channel 1 million hate clicks, please. But
How that works.
It sometimes
Sounds
works
bad.
that way. You just got to be really dedicated and sincere, and kind of like bad at making your point to get the debate bros to just dogpile a video.
Ooh, I
feel
got
like we're
one.
halfway
Star Wars is bad because it's a western. Fight me.
No, Star Wars is good because it's a western. That's ridiculous.
God, you just fell right into it.
Damn it! Son of a bitch!
It was your point, and he said something.
Got him!
1 second went by.
I work on 3 levels ahead of myself, so not even I know what's going
I've been
on.
beaten by an idiot. Oh!
It's that goldfish memory you got.
Ew.
Oh my god! Wait, hey, you talking about me or him?
Yes.
Yes.
What happened?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Yes, the show which we are doing right now. All right, so let's cue up the map, shall we, Mahogany?
Okay then. Map away.
You map away.
And now that we're here, we see.
Stop.
Sorry.
Is that Inya? Are we doing an Inya bit?
Yeah, we're bringing the Inya back.
Yeah, we're
Inya,
sailing away.
Inya is relevant again. Welcome back, Inya. Welcome back.
Inya never stopped being relevant. You shut your mouth. Inya's dope.
You're just gonna throw my copy of Pure Moods, the CD. I'm not gonna do any MP3s.
So,
Pure Moods
Ter-
all over again.
so Terrence, can anybody be Inya?
Uh,
Oh.
I got a butthole,
Right.
motherfucker. Let's do this.
that was
about what
that
you
was
can
an
say,
okay
Karen.
joke followed up by a non sequitur. I do not approve.
You watch Noob Show, you know what it's all about.
I don't watch Noob Show.
No one
I
does.
don't think
It's not a-
anybody
no
does.
one
It's
can watch
audio. Yeah, it's just audio. Like reading an Audible book.
I mean, you know, that's what I claim to people. Yeah, I read all the
Yeah.
time.
Go, If
Yeah.
you subscribe to our Patreon, you'll see the entire Noob Show transcripted out and replayed by actors.
Yeah, well,
But to see that, you have to donate $100,000. And
But
then
first-
the extra tier.
You got to donate the money first so that we can then have a budget to do those things.
oh no, we don't
We'll
have a
do it.
budget. I'm gonna make just little figures out of popsicle sticks and just act all the little voices out.
I'd watch that.
Okay, there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
That's that. We should live stream that way. Just focus the camera down on your hand with a popsicle of your face, and just have the have your face over here, and you have the popsicle.
We'll do that for the Noob Show anniversary.
Okay, the live noob show. Popsicle
Terrence, you have to
figures.
be in it now.
I don't want to do that.
It was your idea. Shut
I
up.
don't want to do that.
Stuck with it now.
All right, well, let's forsake this throne.
All right. So yes.
So you guys think about watching Doctor Who?
Let's not torture Frakes with Dr. Who
That
again.
episode
That
isn't
got me in
even
trouble,
out
so I'm
yet.
not doing that again.
Episode's not out yet.
He's got that. He got that Vietnam stare when I said that.
Just the half
30-yard stare.
30-yard stare.
That's how far he can
that
throw
what
a
it's
kid. He
called?
can't see any further than that.
It's a 1,000-yard stare.
And that's why reading is important. Not just listening to the audiobook. You have to read the words.
I mean,
He got that
he's not
30-yard
even
stare.
he's not even kidding because I did straight glaze over and just went to a happy place.
Yes, don't miss next week's Homebrew Detritus for that.
You can
Especially
watch
with
me
Doctor
be
Who
an
in the title.
asshole.
If you want to see it now, you can get on our Patreon and get an early peek of it. That's why we're talking about it. To
Titillating.
tease something that you can go see now, or you can wait a week. But
See?
if you become a patron, not only can you see that episode early, I just released. We've got 19 episodes of Raiders of the Lark, which is another show that we do, which is similar to this one. Because
Except
we're about to
better
play
fun.
it.
Yes. We actually start that game.
Yeah, well, you know, let's
Well, it's still
working on
edited,
it.
so I can cut all this bullshit out.
hey. All right.
Hey,
so,
I normally leave it in.
that's okay.
Sometimes we're funny.
Yeah.
Roll the clip.
Rarely.
We can't do it live.
Can't roll like
We don't have the technology yet.
Mahogany.
Act out a
Click.
clip.
Hold on. Give me 30 seconds. Give me 30 minutes and I'll have
Okay,
a clip.
I'll act out that Mac and me clip.
Don't do it.
Sploosh.
Will we get in trouble for showing that clip?
That would
Probably.
hurt.
Stop it.
Yeah, don't do it. I
I
will
won't do it.
shut you
What
down.
do you eat?
Not gonna be me.
God, I hate you. All right.
So anyway,
Yes, back into the dungeon. Folks, it's been, like I said, it's been 4 weeks. Has it been 4 weeks since we played?
yeah. This is week 4.
Which is, I believe, in normal people talk, a month. So,
No, it's 2 fortnights.
Fortnite?
no,
only
no,
one
stop. Now,
fortnight,
now
right,
you've got her
Mahogany?
going.
Zoom in on her face just when you said it.
Yeah, but it's like it started to glow. It was glowing down there.
I had to tear myself away from the game.
She's already
I-
building fortifications in her head. She's like,
I meant the like the archaic version of
yeah,
2
2
weeks.
weeks. Yeah.
Well. So yes, back in the dungeon.
Cool cut. Sorry.
Thank you. It was a
How you
birthday
doing it?
present.
Cool cut. Anyway.
Back in the dungeon. I forgot what we were even doing. Okay, yes, you had
Hallway.
recently been scorched by an explosion at the end of a battle,
Okay.
which leaves the zone pretty much free for exploration. As I said before, these walls are now that you've had a good look at them, you can see that a lot of the dust down here isn't in fact dust but ash. A lot of the broken bones of the floor have been in fact blasted apart over and over again over the years.
Hmm.
And you don't see a lot of stains left behind from the oozes because, surprise, surprise, they've gotten burned off several times.
That takes care of that.
Yes, you totally did that on purpose.
I'm going with it like I did.
Okay. All right, so who's taking point?
Got
I
it.
shall once again take point. The Tabixi Rogue. And I believe we were heading towards that door to the west and south.
And that's where
Here.
we came from.
The only way we have to go east, we have to go.
Yeah, that's where we
east.
came from, Kevin.
Yeah, we're going.
Oh,
east.
okay.
Yeah, you're
Gotcha.
headed east down
So
the
I'm
line.
already in position to take the lead.
Okay.
And I will keep my eyes and ears open, looking for traps and or more holes that might allow further oozes to drop upon us as I continue eastward down this long hallway.
Excuse me. All right, so yep, you continue on. You don't see any traps or triggers as you proceed forward. Anything like that has probably already been triggered by the explosion, or would have been revealed by the gust of wind that scattered all the ash, bone, and debris back towards your other end of the hallway.
You're welcome.
You can only smell amongst the kind of charry scent, the barest remnants of the explosive gas that once filled this hallway. Might have been a methane or some sort of other combustible.
I'm also detecting a faint hint of singed hair.
That's you.
Yes.
And bone. Have y'all ever smelled burnt bone? Real weird odor.
No.
Man, you're depressing.
Yeah.
Oh, I've,
Well, that hobo he burnt last weekend. He
I
just wanted
assumed
to experience.
I assumed he burned a pork chop or something. Why'd y'all go all dark on?
Yeah, no,
Because
I was.
before we started recording, he said, "I don't want people to think I'm a homicidal maniac."
But I know what burnt bone smells like.
I was actually thinking of the antler that I was using a Dremel tool to carve.
Oh, that's
Oh,
di-
yeah.
that's different than bone.
Yeah,
That's
it's
keratin.
keratin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That
burnt
that always
fingernail.
smells weird. Yeah.
Probably smells like burning hair.
It's
Kind of, yeah, just real concentrated.
Yeah, burning smells hot.
real stank.
Well, antler is concentrated hair, right?
It's like one
Yes,
big hair.
basically.
Huh.
Whereas a horn is part of a bone. So that's the difference. Horn, bone. Antler, keratin.
Hair.
Yeah.
Not
okay.
necessarily, because a rhino horn is made with hair follicles.
Rhino
Yeah, it's-
horn is keratin as well? Thought it was ivory.
But it depends on the rhino, I think.
I think they're not ivory. Those are elephants are ivory.
Yeah.
I learned that from YouTube, so I know what
So
I'm
it's
talking.
got to be true.
And they're learning it on a YouTube stream / Twitch / Facebook stream, depending on where you're watching.
Yes. We're all learning things. What Shadow is learning is that the hallway that you're in is, largely
Covered in a giant black square.
unoccupied. Yes, you can move up a bit as you find no other traps at this point, and your dark vision reveals more hallway. You from here, you can see that you get to the other side of where the blast was centered, and you can, of course, hear the light pinking of rocks as they cool down. And you see a small knot of dead goblins. 3 warriors that were caught in the blast at this end that were basically hiding in ambush, waiting for you.
Do they look like they had something that was explosive that they accidentally set off?
No. They just
No, it's
That
the
was
same
me.
explosion that
They're- they-
Grobot set
yeah.
off.
It's basically the same explosion Grabos set off.
How are
You-
the goblins cooked? Like a nice medium rare?
They're not so much cooked as they are riddled with gashes, gouges, and stabs of bone and debris, like you guys got hit with.
This
I
one
need some
has
anyway.
a femur through its chest.
Any good loot on the bodies?
Yeah, I was about to say, they got anything on them?
Not really, just the simple spears that they've been using down here. Their tattered armor is now way more tattered. But no, they don't seem to have anything of value on them. But if you'd like to take a deep dive and do a hard search, go ahead.
If someone were to say, throw one of those spears, how effective would that spear be as a ranged weapon?
As a javelin, they are in fact javelins.
So it'd be like, what is that, a D6?
I believe so. Let me see. Well, you got.
I
fucking
know
book.
the
Look it up.
stats on it.
I don't.
Look up
Yeah.
your own stuff.
I was
I
about
don't
to
have
say
the
something,
book.
but I know the Pathfinder answer.
Let's see. I'll look it up while we cautiously continue down.
Well, how many
Or
of those
the-
spears? How many are there?
Let's see. Let me roll to see how many are still in one piece.
Mad
Because,
Hermit says
I have-
check their prison wallets.
Hey,
They've hit an entire javelin up his ass. You're able to find 8 javelins amongst them.
damn.
All in the
Would-
bum.
Would anybody else want javelins?
I'm good. I appreciate it though.
I do not.
I could probably have it. Like, yeah, if you need them more than I do, you can have them, but I could use them.
I will split them 5 and 3.
Javelin does 1d6 piercing.
Yeah.
It weighs 2 pounds. It's a light weapon and is thrown with a range of 20 with a maximum of 60.
Okay. There you have it.
Excellent. Now I
So,
have
I'm
javelins.
going to continue cautiously down to the edge of what looks like the explosion went, like where the burn marks end, if I could.
Okay. You continue on further down. Here you see.
So I imagine about there.
All right.
Is that correct, Terrence?
Where you at? I can't see. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
The knife.
Let's see. 5, 10, 30. You get to the very edge of your dark vision, basically from there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's only 30 feet, and then 30 feet dim light beyond. Like dark vision works a little different than it does in Pathfinder than it does in 5th edition. Like it's not as powerful as it would be in Pathfinder, but they don't really differentiate between dark vision and low light vision in 5th ed, so it's kind of split the difference.
So you're saying the light is, we're going away from our light source.
No, you've got your light source there. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
If it's ever dark, I don't have dark vision, so I'll have light on my staff. So there's
Okay.
a light source coming from me at all times.
I thought you were moving.
Okay.
I thought you were moving ahead. Sorry. Well, yes, you can
Well,
see.
what my plan was is to really begin looking for traps in earnest once we hit the edge of that explosion.
Okay, yeah. Then you probably another 25 feet is when the debris starts to clear out. From the debris
All right.
scattering.
So right there, we'll say,
Yeah.
and then I will make it is insight for traps, correct?
Sorry.
No, investigation. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So from the edge of the explosion onward, I'm cautiously breaking out my tools, checking for any possible pit traps, watching for tripwires or anything of the sort. Rolled a 17, so that gives me a 23.
All right.
Excuse me, 22 on investigation, looking for traps along the way from
Okay.
for the next 30 feet.
Gotcha. You move stance 30 feet. You do not detect. You do not find anything in the next 30 feet. Everything seems to be in the all clear. There, even the holes in the ceiling seems to have disappeared further down than they were further down. They are not present, or either mortared over at this point.
All
But
right. Well then, go ahead.
sorry, after that extensive search, however, yes, go ahead.
I'm looking for where the hallway seems to continue, or is this a dead end?
It is not a dead end. You can see that there is a turn to the south at the end.
Very well. Cautiously, very carefully, continuing to search for traps, which this time I only got a 12. But as far as I know, I believe that is another all clear.
Okay. Once you can see around, oh geez, that whole thing just disappeared. I really got to remember how to block these off. But yeah, doesn't matter. Same thing. Once you can see around the corner there, and what you see in that short hallway is a strange marker on the wall. A placard of sorts, and it is made of brass. It looks like it's been cut at and scratched on over the years. You can see a lot of graffiti from the goblins in the area. All of it seems to be just dire insults, horrible, just goblin profanity scribbled all over everything. But underneath it all, you can actually see a little symbol in the shape of the medallion that you were given at level 1.
Are they insults to the explorers of the dungeon, or insults towards each other, or just insults in general?
Do you speak Goblin? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay, yes. They all seems to be like just threats and insults about the Delvers and people who have come here to try and defeat this particular layer.
Oh, it's like Block Pride.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's their tags.
Yeah, sure.
I point out the markings to the rest of the group and warn them there might be more beyond this point. Be ready for possible combat.
I am always ready for possible combat.
Who got the book? Was it you, Mahogany?
The rule book? Yes, I
Yeah.
believe Mahogany had it.
You recognize this plaque from flipping through the rule book. This is what the rule book calls a milestone sigil.
Oh, this is a checkpoint, everyone.
It's a
Do we
place.
have to touch it, or is it just passing it that signals our progress?
It looks like you have to check in at it. You have to basically slot your amulet into it, and in order to basically record your progress thus far.
So I demonstrate.
All right.
Very brave. I was going to search it for traps first.
When you put the amulet inside of the little slot, you see the whole area light up with the kind of like strange mystical illusionary overlay that you would get in like the initial room. And you see a number of numbers begin kind of ticking up, counting its way upwards as you go. Then it says Then you see the words in the language you're most familiar with, for you, Elven, saying, "Progress recorded. Thank you."
Was there something
So-
I need to do?
Rule, quick
Each
rule
individual.
question on that.
Sure.
Yeah, is it individual or group based?
Make a intelligence check for me, Mahogany.
Oh, that was bad.
That's what everybody's here to see. Aria.
That's a 3.
Okay. You have no idea whether it's just if it's one person only or as groups. So it's just
All right,
not,
I'll go ahead and
something you
swap.
really recall. Yeah, reading.
I'll go ahead and insert my badge into the slot then.
All right. It does the same thing and gives you the same message. This time in the general tongue of the Tabaxis. Progress recorded, and so on.
I think it
I'll
would
do
be.
it.
I believe we all need to do this.
That
And
would
I
be the safe assumption. Yes.
And while everyone is working on that, I will go ahead and progress forward, continuing to cautiously look for any possible traps.
All right. As you progress forward, you hear a voice echoing down the hallways.
Sorry, that's my
Then-
mic.
Shut up.
As soon as I start to hear the voices, I will put up hold my hand to the group and begin to stealth forward.
Well, actually, everyone hears the voices. It's echoing down the hallways from seemingly every direction.
Ooh, what language?
This one is in Common, but it's heavily accented Common, like someone who's unaccustomed to speaking it.
What's
it's-
the accent?
A thick Maine accent.
Yeah, it's
You don't want to go down that road.
yeah, that is the Goblin accent. Hey, we're gonna kill you. See.
So
So
I
I'm-
suddenly feel like we're entering a novel of Stephen King.
But no, the voice you hear calls out to you. Delvers of the realm of the immortal King Dungak. You have been warned many times. This is your last chance before we stop being so forgiving. Surrender your treasures and flee back to where you came.
In our defense, we haven't gamed in 2 fortnights. We forgot about the warnings.
And what forgiving has this dungeon been?
A laugh echoes down the hall. I will give you 1 night's rest. A token of my benevolence.
So you know I
I'll
only had
take it.
1 spell left.
I refuse to let this kind of early entertainment be cut short so quickly.
Good
Lord.
deal.
I'm not one to look a gift horse in the mouth and begin wandering in a circle and curl up and go to sleep.
How do we know we can trust you? And then I'll do whatever the sense motive is for this game.
Okay.
What
That's
is that?
insight.
Insight. No, that's
Yeah.
good insight.
Let's see if this guy's being honest. You guys should go to sleep. And Kevin's character's all like, "You're right, we should."
Oh, well, let's see.
The back
Nat
is going to
20
like
plus
house cow.
3.
So-
23.
You're guessing that the voice is probably being sincere. But you can tell there's something obviously underlying it. Like he's obviously not lying to you, but obviously there's something more obviously there's something else around the corner that is probably fairly devastating.
Do I feel like he's just unprepared?
Good question. It's hard to make that out from the little bit he has spoken. Though that is a fair assumption to make.
Hmm. I'll mention
s-
that. I'll mention. I'll weigh the options. He could be being sincere. Well, he is being sincere, but I think it's because he's underprepared, possibly.
It is possible. I think that we should just rush him.
I only got one level 1 spell left.
Have two.
So we could
I only
make
have
that
a
assumption,
level
and y'all
one
gonna be
spell. It's
basically
called
down.
Rapier.
right.
Ugh.
So, I mean, it would basically be you guys. 'Cause I think Broadus is down a couple spells too, right?
Well, I have one second level spell, but I also have my Channel of Radiance. So, I mean, and my club, or mace, or whatever it is I'm using,
And
staff.
How long does it take for things to respawn? It's an hour, right? Or 24 hours.
We're at a
Well, that's.
I don't think we know exactly.
Yeah, you guys really haven't ascertained that.
Is it in the book?
It might be. That'll be a research check.
I would say take the rest. We're under. If we had more stuff on our side, I'd say push on. And besides,
Do
who
we
doesn't
know, I
like
mean, are we in a safe
challenge?
area like before?
That's a
You
good
know
question. You begin looking around at the runes glowing in the little alcove here in the hall, and you don't see any of the ones that indicate it being a safe zone.
Mm. But it is a checkpoint.
It is, yes, it is. It is a milestone block.
And what does that mean? Does that mean everything behind us won't respawn that we've already come through?
You're from your readings of the rule book. It basically deactivates the automatic aggression of the runes of everything in the previous portion of the dungeon.
Okay.
So it means they don't have to fight us. They actually have a choice.
Yes.
I'm thinking the goblin graffiti we saw probably tells us which choice they'll make.
I mean, they are goblins. They live for combat.
Let's
Murder.
set a watch. I mean, we can still. I mean, I need to rest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rest
Y'all,
won't
I
hurt
can
me
go
either.
without it, but I won't. I'll be completely useless. Well, I mean, not that. I mean, so I'll get pretty. Some of my spells have worked pretty good lately. So
I will take a watch.
I
also
will take
watch.
another watch.
All right, that's
You're
3
asleep.
watches.
That's 3. It's Cade, Brigwin, and Shadow.
Okay.
I'll take a 4th one,
Okay.
as long as I can still take an hour to prepare my spells.
Okay. Cool. Cade, if indeed
Yes.
if you guys indeed have decided to take the voices offer, then your first watch proceeds as follows. You don't need to make any checks. The goblins that are milling around in the hallways ahead of you don't seem to be making any effort to hide the sounds they are making. You hear the sounds of boards being dragged down the hall. You hear numerous footsteps slapping against the stone, and they all the footsteps seem to be funneling almost completely all the way down to where you guys are, but then turning off.
I think maybe we should have rested before we saved our progress. But oh well.
The next watch, who was Brigwin, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
No,
Do you
I
want
was
Shadow?
Okay,
second
Shadow.
watch.
Okay, Shadow. Once Cade awakens you, tells you what he heard. Your watch. Now that you are listening, you can give me a perception check. Though there is stuff going on that you would need a perception check for.
Okie dokie. Rolled a 14, and that gives me an 18 on perception.
Okay. You stick your head down the hallway as you're listening to goblins mill around in the hallways beyond where you are. and you hear what sounds like the susurrus, the low talking of a bunch of goblins in a fairly largish group. But they're not talking loud or anything. But then they all kind of clam up about halfway through your shift, and then you hear the sounds of metal scraping against stone.
Largest group being 6 or 20 or something in between.
Easily dozens.
Well, when I wake Brigwin up for her watch, I will report all of this information.
All right. Brigwin, during your section of the watch, you get the previous 2 reports. After Shadow drifts off into Catnap Land, you listen out for what he's talking about, and you can kind of hear it. Occasionally, you'll hear goblins in groups talking to each other in low tones, but then finally, your keen elven ears just hear loud whip cracks coming from down the hall, and something growling fiercely.
And this stuff is coming from the hall in front of us?
Yes.
Okay.
But eventually, even that dies down, and you get around to waking up Broadus, who does his prayers, takes his watch. Broadus, you get the report from of the 3 of them, and as you're listening, you hear just the sort of the flat sound of bare feet moving on stone, as a single goblin seems to be approaching your encampment.
I'll tap my stick to wake everybody if it comes within sight of me.
Yeah, he does. He appears at the end of the hallway. Let's just use this token here.
I move myself up to the. He just appears right there at the corner.
He just walks down the hallway and stops, basically.
And Brigwin
Hello,
would have been
little
awake.
gobbo.
The goblin gives a curt bow.
I return it.
The king sends his greetings.
Okay. I
Done.
guess return the favor.
Dungak is offering you one final small mercy.
Oh.
Do you have any treasured or beloved items you would wish to be sent back to the surface?
Oh.
This book I found. I would like it returned if I were to pass in the upcoming battle. However, you can tell your master that I bring the power of light and the gods with me, and he need not fret, for I fear that he will meet his end very soon.
Very well. And your companions, do they have anything of importance that needs to be delivered to friends and family, the bereaved?
Most of them seem to be inconsiderate assholes, so I would say no.
You said you woke us up though, didn't you, Broadus?
Yeah, I
that
was
last bit was a
already
joke.
awake.
Burn my stuff. All of it.
You don't want those spores getting off.
Noted.
My axe, I would like for my axe to be stacked up next at the base of the statue. But
There.
you should tell your king that I bring the power of my axe and my sword.
Yeah.
Look
The
out, level 3 fighter on the way in.
The goblin nods, and you can tell that he's making mental notes, basically looking over you guys, getting a good close look at all the gear you carry and the complement of crew you have. And then after everyone finishes chit-chatting with him or whatever, he says, Thank you. We shall see you soon. And scampers down the hallway.
Throw
Uh,
a javelin at him. I'm just kidding. I don't do that. It's
Okay.
rude.
I would like to whisper to Brodus. I noticed that you can cast Flaming Sphere, and these hallways are only 5 by 5. Maybe we should take both of our Flaming Spheres and just roll them down the hallway.
Well, actually, the hallways are 10 by 10 feet wide.
Yeah, they are.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, look
They're
at
10
it.
feet wide, but yeah,
Oh,
each
yeah,
one
yeah.
of our
Two flaming
spheres would take
yeah.
5
Oh, yeah,
feet.
yeah.
I might also remind you all of that spell that I have that it will the big 30-foot line of fire.
Well, what he's saying is they both roll a flaming sphere down, and we go charging after.
Yeah, but I think what he's saying is that like maybe we shouldn't stand in front of the wizard that can throw a 30-foot line spell.
Uh-huh.
In a hallway.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, Pate, you can take the lead now.
Well,
He didn't have to
no,
take
no.
the lead. He just doesn't need to. Somebody needs to not stand in front of him in that 10-foot
Oh.
wide hallway.
well, how about
The
this?
only
Brodus, we wait for him to cast that, and then we hit him with the Flaming Spheres down
There
the
you go.
hallway.
I appreciate your tactical advice, smelly lizard, but we must see what lies ahead of us. Who knows if that room doesn't open up? But I do like the idea of that tactic.
I'm not
It's our
a.
last folly with goblins.
I'm no magic wielder, but would it make more sense to send it the spheres down first as like a street sweep? What's the
The sphere hits one person or one creature, and that's where it stops, and it does damage to that one creature. Unless someone ends their turn in that sphere, it doesn't do any more damage to them. I can shoot a 30-foot line down the hallway that does 3d8 damage to everybody in that line. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get up front then.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting up
Yeah,
front.
you don't
He
want
doesn't
to
have
do
to
that.
be
I
up
know.
front.
You don't have to be up front. I'm just saying, if y'all all rush it,
Let's circle this conversation one more time. It's a 10-foot wide hallway. Just don't stand in front of the wizard. You can
Yeah.
still be up front as long as there's nobody in front.
just
of the wizard.
sidestep?
you gotta have
He needs
plenty
to
of
be
time to
towards
go
the
up and,
front.
and hit something. I'm just saying, we could try to be a little tactical because it sounds like they've set up barricades and it's gonna be I mean, do what you want,
What-
but I'm gonna unleash hell whenever we start. So
I look forward
you
to
get a
seeing
reflex
that.
save, so you'll be all right.
Well, well, I don't know how long this hallway is. I was going to say, depending on how long the hallway is, I could also set up a moonbeam at the back of the hallway, so that way, if they start running, they run into that as well.
I say we send Shadow in as an emissary and check out their equipment just like they checked out ours, and ask them about their
fine with that.
tactics.
Yeah, ask them what if they have any belongings they want sent to the surface.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, ask them,
their
is there
belongings
anything...
are going to end up in my pockets.
No, you should ask them, is there anything you don't want us to take, like decks of cards or specific armor that belongs to you?
Fuck them, they're goblins. Let's do this shit.
All right. Okay, so everyone gets up. They do their prayers. They prepare their spells. They sharpen their swords and everything. What are you doing from here? Who's
However
taking-
we do go ahead, try to stay within 10 feet of me so that I can give us all advantage on our initiative rolls.
There we go.
Oh,
I already get that, I think.
Well, then don't try to stay 10 feet.
Why don't you brag about it then, huh?
Yeah, well, just saying, if the difference between somebody getting it and not,
Yeah.
It goes.
then
I
maybe.
get you. I'm just fucking with you.
I'll stick close to Broadus. Besides the two of us, I think make a pretty decent combo.
Yeah.
He's the shield and I'm the weapons.
All right, who's in charge? Who's going first? Who's taking that bold step forward?
Well, we need
I
to
was- we
scout
need
the
a trap
hallway,
finder.
right?
I will take the lead as per usual. But this time I am going to not only be using my tools to search for traps, I'm going to be doing it quite quietly and try not give away our immediate position and I asked that the
I
group
mean, they
hold
don't.
back.
I mean, Kevin,
a
I don't
little
think
bit.
sneak. I don't think sneaking's good. I mean, they know exactly where we are.
It's
But they
less
don't
about
know
the,
when
Proceed
we are
cautiously as
coming.
a group. Okay.
I think more about if they set up traps for us. We want to find that.
Yeah. Just proceed with caution, but we're not going to be concealed.
We'll move
Right.
your
Especially if
character,
we're already
Kevin, and then
staying
we can
within
place
10 feet.
ourselves where we need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move your character, make your stealth, and make your perception for me.
All right, so then I'll be. That's where I need to be, so
So,
he can get
I
advantage.
rolled a 15, giving me a total of 20.
All right.
And perception, I rolled a 12, giving me a 16.
Okay. As you move down the hallway, you can see that they have barricaded one of the halls straight up, except for a turn immediately to the south. This is where you're guessing a lot of the noise that you heard came from all last night. There doesn't seem to be any traps or anything, but you do see a lot of what looks like fresh graffiti, and by fresh I mean it looks like they've recently just smeared it on the barricade with something.
They're not using markers.
They're not using markers, no.
Aw.
You know, it's just simple guttural things that you can just grunt out in Goblin, like "Now you die," and so on.
Live, love, laugh.
Yeah, live, laugh, love. Yeah, hail King Dungak, that sort of thing.
No, they're a live, laugh, love house. We got to get out of here now.
Looking at the barricade, how time consuming would it be to take it down, bust through it, whatever?
It looks like it
Something
would,
that's relatively well built, or is it typical goblin work that 2 rounds of two people bashing on it would tear it down?
looks like they've had all night to fortify it, so it would probably take about at least a few minutes to deconstruct it all. And it wouldn't be a quiet affair. But now that you guys are up and moving around, you could tell that with no even thought for stealth, like there isn't an ambush waiting for you around that corner. There can't be, because they're all talking to each other. You hear a sort of a low murmur of goblin speech, a lot of them.
I
What
wonder
are they
if this
saying?
wall is. I was gonna say, I wonder if this wall is designed to come down.
I want to move here and peek around the corner, see if they are as close as they sound, or if they are further down that southern path.
All right, you move up and you peek around the corner. Let me get my. There you go. What you see is a short stone hallway, and then 2 projections off of that hallway, that with staircases leading up. Blocking off those stairways currently is a series of iron bars that look like they have been basically locked in place. You can hear goblins murmuring from coming down from the upper reaches from the stairs above you. And you can see one goblin leaning against the posts here. The one, oh shit, sorry.
Ah!
That spoke with you earlier has just been sort of waiting around the corner behind the bars. He looks like he's eating some sort of filth out of just a small clay bowl.
Leftover markers.
Does he have the rune on his forehead?
Yes, he has the rune on his forehead, but you can't see him.
No,
I
you're
have
right. Never
a
mind.
couple questions about the bars.
Sure.
One, how spaced out are they? 2, how do they look like they're part of the dungeon construction itself, or is this another barricade that the goblins have managed to put up while we took our sleep?
These look like they are part of the construction itself. The bars look like, if they come up at all, they probably go up into the ceiling. They are bars that protrude from the ceiling all the way into the floor.
I will wave forward our ranger Brigwin and see if she feels like trying to take this goblin out before we have to deal with more. Maybe we could possibly get the drop on the group of goblins we're hearing chat without them being alerted and rush us all. And don't forget, Brig, when you get, I believe, double damage on your first shot of any encounter. That's why I
I
called
get
you
to
forward.
shoot twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Brig, when you edge up to the corner there, and you can see largely what I described to Shadow.
I feel like.
Let's see, are you trying to hide yourself as
Yeah.
you move up? Okay, well,
Yes.
do a stealth check.
That is a 12.
Okay, let's see if the goblin spots you. As you move up, you see the goblin stop eating out of its bowl and begin fumbling at its belt pouch. And you can see clearly that he's going for some kind of horn.
So I quickly notch an arrow in my bow,
Oh.
take my first shot.
Well, let's roll off for this one, because like you both saw each other.
Okay.
Before this gets, I want to say something that seems meta.
Is this
Like, I don't-
initiative then?
Well, we're just gonna roll off for this.
Okay.
But
I'll save my thought.
Okay.
I'll save my
That's
thought
a
for what I
natural
think's
20
happening.
for the roll off.
Well, then you have won.
Yeah.
Sorry, noob.
No, it's fine. I just think it's something.
What?
No, it's nothing in game I wouldn't know. It's something just me thinking in general.
That's scary.
then. So
Yeah, we've all been on the noob show. We know what his thoughts go towards.
the first shot is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, it's. You put it through the bars and into the goblin. What about your second shot?
The second shot are both 9s. That's hilarious. That's 16.
Let's see. Yes,
All right.
that just gets it as well.
So they both hit, and one of them is 8 damage. The second one is only 4 damage, so
Oh.
12 total.
All right. As the goblin is pulling his horn up to his lips, you put 2 arrows in his chest, and like shocked, surprised, he falls over with a loud clatter. You hear the susurrus of the goblins around the corner stop talking. There's a moment of hesitation. And then you hear the
We
voice.
hear any charging.
And then you hear the voice echoing down the halls. Welcome, Delvers. Come forward.
Well, shit.
See, that was my whole thought. I was like, I don't think they're trying to attack us quite yet.
Yeah,
This feels like
eh,
I feel like you just assassinated a man, Mahogany.
I did.
You didn't assassinate a man. You
I
assassinated a
assassinated
goblin.
I feel like
Yeah,
he was about
and-
to.
With the
That's an
rune
announcement
on,
board.
they are targets for us. They have their rune on their forehead.
Like, we're gonna have to fight that goblin. It was gonna
We're
happen.
never gonna fight him.
We were gonna have to fight him and every other goblin in this room. It's gonna happen.
He'll be back tomorrow. It doesn't matter.
Yes, he will be back.
I know, but
tomorrow.
I know he's not dead. That's the
They
makes
still
it
feel
funny.
pain, asshole.
He knows that. He knows
As he
that
says
I
from his
don't
dying
tell
breath.
him. If I end up as a denizen of this dungeon later, I'll let him know. Hey, no hard feelings. I was just doing my thing, and if I don't, I won't let him know unless we see him again after
Hey.
we've cleared this level.
Don't hate
Well,
the
now-
player, hate the game.
Exactly.
We didn't design this system. This ain't on us.
Exactly.
Would this be a good time for a break?
If you want to, yeah. I guess we can go grab a quick break, Kev, and everybody.
Feels like
Let's all
we're
grab
about
a.
to get.
Well, let's before we do the break, let's do this real quick. Are you guys coming forward at all, or are you just gonna turn your tail and run? Because those are your options.
Well, with him calling us in, I see no reason to back off.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's a trap.
that's kind of the
I mean,
reason
we're
to
just
back
we're
off.
following exactly what they want us to do. I really think we got to get Cade to knock the shit out of this wall that's beside us. Let them come to us. We can funnel them. I mean, we know there's dozens of them. We can funnel them in this hallway if they want to come and stop us from knocking this wall down and going the other way.
Mm-hmm.
He
Let 'em
said
go,
minutes
right?
it would take. We could stall for a couple of minutes. While
We got some beefy people in this
Yeah.
group. They can knock this some crappy goblin shack down.
Also,
Oh, yeah.
I have a crowbar.
Oh, eat it.
just so happens.
Take the wall down. If they want to come up this hallway after us, we got Brigwin that can just. I mean, she's insane at.
Swing,
If they can
swing.
get close to us, she's dropping bodies, and then we could launch fireballs down this hall. I mean, let 'em
Yeah,
come.
I say let's take down this wall.
Take it down the wall. I think we should take it down the wall just because they built it. I don't know why.
Fuck your structure,
Yeah.
goblins!
They
I
wanted
mean, they
that
built it
structure
in
for a
preparation
reason.
for us to fight them. So let's. I mean, it's there, and we're at an
That's our
advantage if they want to
Mongolian.
come after us. Sorcerer.
So who's going over there to do it?
I'll do it.
All right.
I'll join with Cade, but I think we should move in a way that looks like we don't go down the hallway just by ourselves.
It's 15 feet away.
No, what I'm
Just-
saying is people should look down the hallway so we could sneak off behind
I'll
them.
stand
okay?
out there in the middle of the hallway like that.
Yeah, I will.
That'll keep everybody within 10 then.
As you
Yeah.
pass
That way we
by,
get
you
that
can see the
initiative.
room, the full expanse of the room beyond.
There's a dock in there.
A large arena. You can see goblins staring down from a balcony all around, and a rather regally appointed goblin sitting at in the balcony at the far end. Well, you hear the voice calling out all over the whole dungeon. We're waiting.
So
Talk loud.
Keep waiting.
Keep waiting.
Can
we're
we
going to
see-
tear down your barricade and go around.
Is that like the end of the room, or is there a hallway behind him on the balcony back there?
Good question. You won't know until you go in there. So,
Okay, so we can't see that from where we're at. We can't see.
no, you cannot.
And
I
also,
do yell out. So we're gonna tear down your barricade and then go around.
We're gonna go
We're just-
around.
Yeah, we're just gonna go around if you don't mind. Thank you.
we
All
would
right.
rather not be shot at from a balcony that we can't get to. Thanks.
All right. The voice echoes back. Oh, don't be poor sports. Do you want to die ignobly in a hallway or fighting for your life in a nice open space? I'm
I
giving you
don't
this
want to
pleasure.
die at all.
A wise man once said, "Tomato, tomato."
Yeah.
All right. So then let's take a quick break and we'll come back.
Always make them come to the choke point.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah, I'm a kiter. I ain't lying. I don't care.
Ah, I lost it. All right. Be back in a
We'll
few
be
minutes.
right back, everybody.
Are we? back.
And we're
Welcome
back.
back, everybody.
And we're back.
I just put my pants back on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't wear
Bag
pants.
on.
Hey, he had to air it out. It was getting a little
It's a bit
swampy
whippy.
down there.
With all this exciting combat that's about to happen, how could you not?
My wife
My
calls me
loins.
swampful.
My loins are moist.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Moist doesn't
not a
bother
good
me,
description, dude.
but anyway.
Loins, yeah, not a fan.
I really am not
To-
looking forward to hearing of your loins.
To be fair, I like a good moist loin. Like a
Yeah.
pork loin, you know.
If it's smoked, yeah.
Yeah. As long as it has some juice going on.
Yeah,
inside.
marinated.
Thinking about
Pork
Noob's
loin.
crotch, however, revolting.
Pork loin was my name in high school.
I thought it was ham rice.
Ham rice.
Has that one aired?
I don't know.
Oh,
All
good
these
times,
irrelevant
though.
I think that's the same episode. Like next week, incidentally, for Homebrew Detritus fans, probably I think one of our funniest first halves I've seen in a long time. So
It's great funny. You should watch that and then come back and watch this one live.
They
Aaron,
can't.
Unless they pay
Unless
for
they-
Time travel.
Parents, I think you had an extra S on that. It's our homebrew detritus fan, singular, because we don't have that many fans.
ouch.
You have at least 5. Fuck you.
Yeah.
It's more than one. We have
We have
multiple.
a lot.
We have fans with a Z because they're cool.
Dozens. Literally dozens
That
of
just
them.
made me remember that in the 90s they tried to make zine a thing. Like instead of magazine.
Oh well.
Oh yeah, an e-zine.
Yeah, I remember
Okay,
that.
that's
Anyway.
Zines, however, have always been a thing, but they've been like shit you order from people that made a magazine on a photocopier, and that is a zine. That is like the official definition, in my opinion, of a zine.
That word
And-
is most popular during Harvey Danger's flagpole sit-up.
Well, clearly you guys don't know about Zine Quest, which is a huge Kickstarter movement for like making RPGs lately.
Nope.
We don't.
But I don't have time to explain it all to you
There's
brutes.
this crazy combat. Oh,
Because yes, there's a looming combat. So yes,
Yeah.
we already have the board up, and we're gonna do this.
People
So-
listen.
Do
what
it.
are we gonna do?
You said you guys were gonna try and bash down the barricade, as opposed to going
Around.
into the king's invitation to enter his large and impressive kind of well, okay, not
Trap.
super large. Yeah, well, little arena that he has constructed here.
My goblins spent all night on this, and y'all are just gonna go around? Fuck y'all.
That's exactly what we're gonna do. You insulted us the entire walk up here with your graffiti. You, sir, have offended me. I'm gonna tear down your wall.
I want to speak to the manager. He's in the arena. Walk in here.
Alright, let me get everybody's name real quick written down so I can have Kate. Rufus.
If we are going to roll initiative, just so you guys are all prepared, I will cast the spell First Strike.
Do you want to be?
That's advantage for everyone on the upcoming initiative.
Yeah,
Correct?
I already get that. Do you want to be standing where you're standing right now?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Everyone's 10 feet from him, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind.
And there's no limit of how many creatures you can affect?
No.
Okay.
Well, there would be, because there's only so many people you can put within 10 feet of.
Willie Nelson did Taco Bell commercials because he was avoiding paying taxes.
Oh,
Do with that information as you will.
okay.
All right, I'll forget it.
I will
Broadus,
sympathize.
I must say thank you for that advantage on initiative, because I rolled a 3 and a 15.
I don't know
Are
if
we
we're
rolling initiative
rolling
yet?
initiative yet.
Well, let's see. Who's making the first move?
I will start tearing down the barricade.
All right, you begin going at the barricade. It's a lot of boards, basically roughly assembled and fastened together with crude nails, ropes, bits,
Will my crowbar still give me advantage on strength?
hanks of leather. Yes, but it will take several strength checks to tear down piece by piece.
I imagine this barricade looks a lot like the tree forts I would build in the woods behind my parents' house when I was about 8 to 10 years old. A chopped down tree, put together with the rusty nails and
The year was
odd shaped screws.
1776.
All
I
right.
didn't think nails had been invented when you were still 8 years old, Kevin.
Well, I say nails, I mean of self-made pegs like the Amish use.
Yeah, there you go. Velcro's the devil. What's happening?
Amish pegging on the next noob show.
Now there is.
Okay, so
Ready that boy, Pussy Jebediah.
We have a tree fort raising this afternoon.
oh god, I don't want to hear about the English or their pussy.
They do it through a sheet.
Okay. Anyway, so Cade, you run up, you get the wall. Give me a strength check to kick things off.
Both of my rolls were 13, so that's 16.
All right. You are
It's
able
a
to pry
check, not a save, right?
yeah, it's a check.
Yeah. Sorry, dumb question.
So yes, you were able to pry some of the wall off. You know this is going to take a while. So, but the first thing that happens as soon as you pry off, you see a pair of spears jut out from little holes in the various cracks in the barricade. They have disadvantage to hit you though, as they cannot see you. They can just hear your work.
Well, that does make sense.
And all right. Does 14 get you?
No.
Okay. How about 19?
Yes.
Okay. One of the javelins pierces your leg for 5 damage.
Ooh,
Let's do initiative, shall we?
don't be smeared.
Advantage.
Don't be smeared with poop. Good. Good. I'm glad we rolled.
Pate.
We get it. You said we get advantage with that, right?
Yeah. I said it like 4 times.
Just double checking.
Not
Tucker,
Hey.
Tucker, does the group get advantage on this roll?
As long as they're within 10 feet. I don't know if I've explained this.
I know. It's the first time I've
So I
heard
rolled a
it.
3 and a 1, so I'm gonna go up to 3.
I just
Are
want
you
to make
sure?
sure that I heard correctly that if we're within 10
Um,
feet, we have advantage on initiative.
So that gives me a 5, Terrence.
All right, 5. Brodus.
Oh, yeah.
Brodus.
I used my advantage to roll a 19 and a 20, so I know the rest of this combat will be terrible. So
Okay.
I had a 20.
All right, 20.
There you go.
Rigwin.
That is a 17 for Rigwin.
All right, Cade.
11.
11. Groblith.
I rolled a 17 and a 20 for 22.
22. And Shadow.
18.
18. And Barrier Goblins. They do not get advantage.
Bury your goblins!
That's all creatures within 10 feet.
They're not within 10 feet.
Unfortunately, they are 15 feet away.
You're assuming those might be really long spears that they're jamming through those holes. So it might be,
Those
They're
aren't
just-
spears.
You're 37 feet away.
They're 20-foot poles with
Yeah,
sharpened
let me
edges.
let me draw the other side of the barrier, like right over here. There you go. So you got a lot of digging to do. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's,
Oh man, that's a big berry. You didn't say that.
oh,
Well, you can only see one side at a time.
Yeah.
All right, so 22, Groblith. There are obviously goblins on the other side of this wall. However, you do not have line of sight on them.
I do not have line of sight. Does the barrier go all the way to the roof?
It does.
The barrier goes all the way to the roof. then I will use my action, or my bonus action, I guess what it's called, to cast Shillelagh, and I will also start smacking at the wall.
All right, you've shillelagh'd and you've smacked the wall. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Ooh.
Unless you're just
Yeah.
attacking the wall.
I would rather attack the wall.
Okay,
'Cause I get a much higher plus for that.
sure. I mean, you don't need a very high plus to
Nat
attack the
one.
wall. Okay.
Either way, it's terrible.
Okay.
This is going swimmingly.
For some reason, the gator starts smacking himself in the head with his shillelagh.
Unfortunately, you cast shillelagh on the rubber pencil you keep in your thing, so it's just no. You're able to do a very small amount of damage to the wall, but it doesn't seem to be. You basically just whiff at it. You're suddenly very interested in getting the wall down, but not so much aiming. You miss.
I will say this wall sucks. It's very hard. It's very hard to get through.
Okay, your go, Broadus.
Will 5-foot step here. And I will ready a spell for if anything comes out of the arena.
Okay, dokie. Okay, Shadow, your go.
As my bonus action, I will give aid to Brigwin for when she attacks that she'll get advantage,
Nice.
and hold for anything that comes within striking distance of my rapier.
Okay, Broadus is there. Okay.
If anything steps up next to Broadus.
Brigwin.
Are there any more goblins that Brigwin can see at the moment?
You can no, you really can't see any goblins from where you're at, and you can't see any of the other ones, the ones on the other side of the barrier. So,
All right, so Brigwin is just going to hold with her bow and arrow at the ready.
all right, Cade.
Or oh yeah, actually I'm going to ready an action for the
Okay.
first one that I see to
Okay,
attack.
gotcha. Cade.
I'm having second thoughts about this entire barrier situation.
Can she see the goblin from where she's at, just sitting on the throne?
Let me see.
Not from where she's at, I don't think.
No, not from where she's at. Like it's.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There's
Like
no
if
way
I
to-
were to move like right here, could I?
Oh yeah,
see
you'd be able to
it?
see all the way across the bay.
Yeah, I mean, you can shoot him. That bow's got to have
Well then, yes. I would
crazy
like
range
to-
on it.
I was
I
gonna
would
say,
like to
make
do
them
that.
come to
'Cause,
us.
yeah, I was thinking from here I should be able to see basically from there I should be able to see like down maybe not. But anyway. Yeah. So I'd like to take aim. How far is that from me? I think
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20 to 30. Uh, 90 feet.
okay.
Just to point out, there is a measuring tool.
Is there?
Is there?
Well, isn't
Yep.
that handy?
It's
but-
Oh, I think.
85 feet.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. It's only it's 85 feet
Hmm
to the thing.
It's even shorter from where you are now.
All right, so I want to be
Sure.
right there.
But
And
that
I shall-
the measuring tool doesn't account for the height.
Oh, fair enough.
So yeah.
Am I within my first range agreement? I'm pretty sure it's 80 feet.
Then no, you wouldn't be either way.
Is it more?
It's more.
If you're flat, you're 75 away.
Okay.
I believe in Fit that there's not increments like as in Pathfinder. I think there is short and long range.
Yeah, it's a disadvantage if you're outside of your short range. And you can't even try if it's outside of your long range.
Indeed. But I believe my short range is what, 80 feet? That's my question.
On a short bow, it is
Oh, it's
80.
150.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh well, then yeah, you're
Yeah,
fine.
I'm fine from exactly where I was.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead,
All right.
and that's a natural 20.
Okay.
Damn,
Yeah.
we are rolling.
Yeah. Thank you for that advantage, because the other one was a 2.
Hey,
That
I'm
definitely
helpful.
definitely helps.
All right,
Uh,
roll your damage.
all right, it's double damage.
It is max damage on one die, and then you roll your die again.
Okay.
So yeah, it's double damage, but we're just using maximum.
All right.
You automatically get a max die.
So for the first one, it's for the max die. It's 11 plus 8, so that's 19 damage.
that's a good roll.
Yeah.
All right,
Hell yeah.
you fire your bow all the way across the arena. It zooms through the air and lands into the regal-looking goblinoid figure. He screams and slumps over the edge.
Oh no.
But it is your go.
Okay. This wall is stupid. It's going to take us too long to tear down, and we're going to be stabbed by goblins. And apparently, we're shooting at them anyway. So, I'm going to move into the room.
Okay.
Alrighty then. That was.
I mean,
Where's your
is that not
god
what, is that not what we're doing? Are we
No,
not
the
going after the
plan's
goblins?
The plan is
Well, the
the
plan
plan.
is to
The
make
plan's
them
working.
us.
The plan's working for y'all, who aren't getting stabbed by goblins that he can't see.
Well, back up. You don't have to go
Attack.
rushing into the room.
No. You can
I'm not-
you can attack and then take 5 foot back if you need to as well. With
Yeah, you can move
Yeah,
and
you
attack
can
and
move,
move.
attack, move. So you don't have to stand there and get stabbed.
Yeah. All right, cool. Then I'll tear down another section of the wall to bring more goblins through that way,
There you go.
and then I'll take a step back. Right.
What'd you get?
Oh, plenty. More than the last one. It was 15 on the die,
Okay.
so 18.
All right. You tear off some more of the wall. Let's see. The barrier goblins go. Some of the goblins on the other side of the wall, you see the spears back up and push out back again towards where you were, Kate. However, you're not there. However, someone is standing there on the other side.
that's me.
That's you.
Just grab it.
Let's see. And okay, so one hit.
You don't know that.
20.
Yeah, you know that.
Okay. This one does 6 damage to you.
Heard. 6 damage. Ow.
Let's see.
Wait.
Pate. Oh, sorry.
Are there holes throughout this barrier?
Uh,
Is it,
most of them are basically the barrier is built around the spears. Like the spears are part of the barrier, able to push in and out as needed.
but is it airtight?
It is not airtight, no.
Then both those goblins give me a Constitution save for my spores.
Nah, sorry, not gonna let that go through.
Okay, fine.
Aww.
It's literally
Good try,
a Constitution save and then maybe a D4.
I know, but still, like, there's enough wall space to keep that off.
Fine. You win this round.
I don't know. Some fungus spores can get everywhere.
Pate, yeah, but you know they're gonna take.
Not
it's
within
gonna-
the first round. I'll give them that.
Pate, what are you doing?
Yep. From where there was a lot of confusion earlier about the distance. Like from where I am, how many feet is that to where that goblin that Brigwin hit is?
Let's see if she was like 90 from there. It's like a little over 100.
People
It
have-
is
So if I have
90.
120. What?
It's 90 across, and then whatever the distance is up.
So a little over 100, like you just said.
So I've got 120 feet, so I can hit it. So I'm gonna cast a spell at the same one that she hit, slumped over.
Okay. As soon as he is slumped.
Did he die?
Really hate dice. I miss.
Okay.
Aw.
What were you casting, incidentally?
Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
Level 1 spell. So I only rolled
Wild magic.
wild magic.
Yep.
Let's see. Got my chart pulled up here. So I got a 11 on the d20. That puts it into the nuisance range. And I got a 22, which gives me.
Wait, I thought you had
You
to
are so-
fail a save first versus
Not-
wild magic.
Not him.
Oh, I think is that right? Or I always forget.
No, you have to roll to see if it actually goes off. But if you got an 11, then you're fine.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Let's see. All right, and of course on initiative 0, you hear a voice spell out. Do you really think I'd leave myself that open? Come on, you're boring me. Get in the arena. My children want to see some action.
They have seen action. We
this
shot one of your minions.
Is this a fair fight?
We can't believe them.
All right, we're gonna have to push them through. You hear bellowing down every hallway. But we're back at the top of the round. Groblith.
Being frustrated, I would like to cover that wall with oil and then set it ablaze with my oil and stuff I have.
Okay. All right, you can take a full round action to oil it all over.
Is that oil and light it, or?
If you're trying to get the wall, a 10-foot wall covered in oil, it's probably going to take more than like 6 seconds to do it.
Well, I was thinking more of a smash than light.
Oh, okay.
Less of a
yeah.
rubber round.
Okay, then I will let you do a full round attempt for that.
Okay. What I roll for that, or if I need to roll?
Let's see. You don't really need to roll anything. You can just take the full round action, but you can't
Okay.
move.
That's fine. I will.
So it's on fire now?
It's yes. You see a small flame begin to flicker up on it.
We're gonna get through this wall.
Broadus.
Just gonna say, doing demolition work on something that's on fire, much more difficult than doing demolition work without fire. But whatever.
Yeah, but Terrence might not have known that, and then you had to say something about it.
I perfectly well knew that.
Yeah, but he might
I'm-
not have.
I'm working with an
Goblins don't have
intelligence.
fire either, so maybe they won't start pushing that thing at us.
Yeah, I'm working with an intelligence of 10. I'm thinking if we get it hot, because she said it's mostly wood. We heard wood being dragged and whatnot.
Broadus, it should go.
I will Orison heal the lizard for D4.
Okay.
Thank you.
1.
All right.
I'm a mighty cleric.
All right. Make a wild magic check for me.
Thank you so much.
3.
All right. You're fine.
Oh no, 8. So I'm still fine.
Okay. Let's see. That would be 20. We're at 18. Shadow, what are you doing? Nothing
Just
is
remember
coming.
that
at you.
spell's so powerful. I can only do it to each of you once per rest.
I'm going to move up here while pulling out my bow and my short bow and take a shot at. Well, I guess I actually don't have to move there if I'm already at disadvantage, but I will move here so the lizard doesn't feel as stuck up against the burning wall now. Take a shot at disadvantage at that other goblin that's up on the balcony.
All right.
And with I rolled a 3 and a 6, so 8 points, or does 8 it's AC?
It does not.
All right. And with my bonus action, I will once again give advantage to Brigwin.
All right.
Or- Yeah,
Brigwin and Shadow, you briefly see Shadow's arrow shoot across the arena. The figure that was standing next to the regal-looking goblin has been cloaked this whole time, but as soon as his Shadow's crossbow bolt comes near him, you see a pretty large shield just rise up, and then you realize that this creature, if it was a goblin at all, has been sitting down the whole time, and now he's standing up, and he's as tall as a man at least, and wearing full plate armor and a shield. It bashes
No.
it bashes the crossbow bolt aside. All you can see from underneath its helmet, however, is a pair of glowing red eyes. You can go Brigwin.
The one that's slumped over or whatever, is that one still alive? Is that still?
He's not moving.
It's not moving. And
The arbor guy.
And the other one is just chock full of armor except for his eyeballs.
Yep.
but you do have advantage on your shot.
And that's the only other target right now.
Oh, there's plenty. Like the whole, I didn't feel like putting a bunch of peps around, but the whole arena side is just filled with goblins watching what's going on. They have been jeering since the king started like talking.
I still feel like the main targets are the one. So let's see.
The one with tokens? Yeah, shoot those.
Yeah. That's a 16 and a 17. So that is 24.
24. All right. The goblin, the armored figure. You see what you're able to fire a bow. It flies across the arena. This one actually lands in one of his arms. This time now, however, you hear something really distinct. The whole echoing across the thing that the king has been using to talk to you with. You hear it again, and it's ow, ow, ow.
And that is max damage 11.
Okay.
Very nice.
Okay.
I like this song.
Cade. No, wait. Are we at 11 already? Yeah, okay.
I was-
Cade.
I guess I'll stick to what we were doing. Move up. Attempt to pry off some more wool. 17.
Okay. Make
Tear
a,
a chunk off and back up.
make a dexterity save for me.
Okay. Don't have advantage on that, but that's a 16
All right. You're able to avoid getting
plus
burned.
18.
Nice.
So fire's big enough to burn now.
Well,
I
it's
did
spread.
oil it.
He did put oil there.
Mm-hmm.
My only flask of oil. I need to buy more of that.
Yeah.
That was in my adventurer's kit.
Okay. Since you're the only one still adjacent to the door, the goblins or the barrier, the goblins make another couple strikes at you.
Bring it on, losers. They gonna bring it on.
Again a hit.
I knew it.
This one, however, only does 3 damage. Let's see.
Have my spores penetrated yet?
The fire's burning them
You
away.
fire to you.
No!
That's how that would work, yeah.
If we just step away, it'll eventually burn the spears till they're blunted and would do less damage.
Or make them into
Hopefully.
flaming spears,
Yeah.
Or that could happen. That is true.
which I'm more inclined to do. All right. Let's see. Pate, here go.
I regret nothing.
I will
You
take a
sh-
shot
you
at the
should.
big armor dude. I guess that I'm following Brigman's lead on who to shoot at.
All right.
It's another chaos bolt. See if I can hit. Hey, a natural 20.
Yay!
Nice.
Oh,
You're a liar, but all right.
Yay!
I have not. Wow, so there's I'm keeping that
look
dice.
at that.
Never happens.
Thank you for showing me that 20.
Actually has a 20.
Here is also a 20, I think.
Mine has a unicorn.
I got a 20.
Ooh.
All right,
My
And you
natural
know how
20
many
roll.
times I rolled this unicorn before I realized it was the 20?
It's a unicorn. It should be a 1.
It looks like a 6 though, like the way it is. It looks like a 6, and there's a lot of times where I've been like, oh, that's a 6, and then I was
Yeah,
like, wait a minute.
if you're
that's a
using like
7.
event dice, you gotta, especially in D6s, you gotta watch them because like some people will put the con or whatever logo on the 1, and some people will put it on the 6, and it will screw you up every time.
Mm-hmm.
Non-con was great because it had 6 letters, so they
Yeah,
used that.
that's true.
fix.
Let's see. All right, so
25. That's I got a natural 20, and that's 5. My spell attack is 5. so it's
okay, what does your
25.
spell do?
Okay, so I roll 2. I'm gonna roll 2 d8s and a d6,
Okay,
and then I get to pick one of the d8s as the chaos damage.
all right.
So do I get the as a crit? Do I get to roll more dice, or how does that work with
I will
spells?
let you choose. You can do extra damage, or you can get a wild magic effect as well as the damage.
I think the damage is probably going to be
Okay.
I got to roll for wild magic anyway, right?
I know. I'm just seeing if you'll bite on that one.
No, I'll take the additional damage.
All right.
Yes, always take the damage.
Yeah. So so one of them is max. Is that what we're doing? One of the d8s is max,
Yeah.
and then the other one is just regular. Or how does that?
You just roll the extra damage.
Okay, so what I'm saying is I got to roll 3 dice normally, 2 d8s and a d6.
Oh god, why you gotta pick the fucking complicated spell?
I still don't
It's
know
the
what
only
your
time I've
spell
ever hit with this
does.
spell,
Yeah, I
and
don't, yeah, you haven't
it's
told us what
lost.
the spell does exactly.
It shoots a chaos bolt at them, and I get to roll. It's just a big glob of energy that does random energy on one
So
of the
does it
d8s.
do 2d8 plus 2d or d6 damage?
It's 2d8 plus 6. That's the normal damage.
Okay.
And then I get to pick. Anyway.
I'll let you max out one of the eights
random.
and add an extra d8.
Okay, so
You got it?
8.
Okay.
So does it
Got
do
it. Alright.
multiple types of damage? Is that the thing?
Yeah, but that part is
Yeah,
the
it's
random
like
part, I
chaos
believe.
damage, and then there's a random elemental damage, which is what the d6 is. So that gives me 12, 18, and then I don't know. He's in metal. I'll do electricity damage.
You get to pick.
Or so that's 12, 18, and then 2 electricity damage, so 20 damage total.
All right, 20 damage. This time the shout is much more horrible and angry.
Yeah, and then I will move. I'm right behind everybody, but I'll move here, out of sight. I got
Every
12
game.
hit points. I can't take one of these freaking little goobs
You said
hitting us with the
12?
spear that does 7 damage.
You said 12 hit points?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I got 20 hit points. I
Oh.
forgot we leveled up and I got more. That's not much more.
All right, so this time, however, you hear, "Fine, be that way. I was just trying to
Yeah.
have a little fun.
Yeah.
Send in the
Hey,
Etten." He
We're
wanders-
having a blast out here. I'll just say that.
He disappears from your view and he screams, "Send in the Etten!"
I believe the word you're looking for is 8. He already ate. Not eaten.
So
stupid.
Oh.
This is why you keep me. This is why.
This is why. What's
This
all
is
about.
why.
This is why. Send him back.
I'm glad we.
It
I
could
wish.
be. I mean, I
Can
really
we get
don't
a
know
full
why. So.
refund?
Yeah, the only thing I wish I kept about you was the receipt.
Aw.
Zing!
You're the idiot that paid money for it. We got to hang out and do it for free, you dumbass.
I bought the
My
premium experience. It's worse.
No, with the premium ship, you can see what's on my phone.
Yeah, and the camera shows you what's under the desk.
I can now with this new rig. Let's take a little adventure.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not. No, we don't see it.
Okay.
We don't want to see your sweaty pants. Thanks.
Subscribe
moist
to
loins.
Noobs. Subscribe to Noobs OnlyFans, and you can also get that under the table.
It's called
camera
a
view.
erotic
Holy-
ham rice.
Also at only shaft. I only show the shaft.
Wait, no. What? You
No
have a weird
balls,
looking,
no tip.
Shaft.
you look a weird looking dickhead or something? That's bizarre.
I know what they like. They like the mystery.
We were doing so good.
At any rate, we're at the top of the all round, which unfortunately is noob. So,
More noob.
noob, go! Enlighten us. Do a thing.
Grobloth, back away from the wall.
Yeah, I'm saying Grobloth is definitely going to back away from the wall. And then, so I'm going to ready a spell.
All right.
Shall I see? Because I heard him say, "Get the Eaton, the Edith."
Get the Edith.
Eden,
I know Ed.
one of these days. One of these days.
Bring in Edith. Would you like a hard candy?
No!
You're
My
all in a
bunions are
bowl
killing
stuck
me.
together.
You think
I
it's
will-
Werther's Originals, but it's actually way cheaper.
I will move back and then ready some action, ready a spell.
Okay.
She just beats people with a bowl
I'm ready
of,
for
of
something.
hard candy that's all molded together.
Okay.
It's a bludgeoning weapon
To
plus
the
2.
shape of a duck or whatever her bowl is.
The last bowl of candy I got to the end and realized I'd been chipping away at a candle this whole time.
Oh no, I'm sorry. What? I'm actually going to cast Cure Light Wounds on myself. Sorry, I realized I've hurt
okay.
pretty badly.
Yeah, you
Alright.
are.
I do not ready a spell.
Cast your wounds on yourself. Then we're down to Shadow after he does that.
Well, no,
I
Broadus.
will.
Oh,
Broadus
Broadus,
didn't
right.
go.
Yeah, Broadus. Sorry. Will Edith conquer the party? Who knows?
Will Edith win? She will. Old turtle and old maid meet from the battlefield. Shit. I don't know what to do with that guy is gone.
Oh wait, what happened? I missed that. I was laughing too hard.
The guy left.
Ran away.
Yeah, the
He turned
armored guy
coward.
left, and we.
Oh
called
yeah,
in
he called
for
for
an
the
ed-
Edith. Okay, gotcha. Heard.
Probably to that healing suffice.
I rolled a 5 plus I add my level, right? Or do I add nothing? I don't
Already-
cast it very
I
often.
hit you with the Orson last time, right?
Yeah, you did.
So I'll just hit Cade with the Orson this time because I haven't hit him yet.
I'm good.
It's D4.
All
You
right.
took 5 damage, right?
Yeah,
Get 2 hit points back,
I'll take them.
and then I'll steady be this. I'll take 1 step up, just to give some space between whatever might approach and my companions.
I'm back at full. Woohoo.
Huzzah. All right. So, and that now we're at Shadow. Shadow.
Stow my bow, pull out my rapier, and that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Brigman.
Ooh.
Oh wait,
Boo.
I'm sorry. Aid Brigwin
ahead.
again for her next shot.
Okay. I'm glad no one takes their turn until after I've called the next person.
That's how we do this.
Brigwin.
The format.
So there is no target at the moment, correct?
Currently no.
Currently, no.
You're so
Yell
bad
some-
at
yell
this
some
game.
banter.
However,
at
it
'em.
seems like this thing is coming in from the same way. Like he left from where's the little thing? Like this away?
Yeah, he
Down
left.
at the bottom there?
Yeah, he walked straight through some curtains, basically.
Yeah. Alright,
How
so
tall is this room, by the way? The arena.
Much taller than the rest. This the balconies are about 15 feet off the ground, and the roof is a further 10.
so just based on our whole plan of not going into this room yet, but I know this thing is coming out at us. How do I have to roll something to see like how far away this wall looks like it is from coming down?
You can tell, like on the ground level, there's a very large set of doors underneath the main balcony there.
She's talking about the barricade.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
You're
barricade.
the one that's on fire. and
Well,
that's
I
it.
mentioned like before you even started, it's going to take several minutes to take the barricade down.
But we set it on fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's going to take a few more minutes too. Like,
Okay, so the fire's not diminishing it.
I don't know why you
Right.
think things are made of flash paper, but
I mean, I'm just asking.
oh no, not you. I'm
trying
just
to get
I'm yelling at
a
Matt for being a dummy.
A fixture. Okay, so it doesn't look like this thing is gonna happen anytime soon. So I'm just going to ready a shot
All right,
at the next opponent.
the next opponent.
Yes, the
Cade, what's your
barricade
initiative
does have
bonus?
plot armor. It
My
does.
initiative bonus is 2.
Well, give me a quick roll off.
Oh no.
Do I have an advantage on this because of that spell or no?
No, it's just a roll off.
Okay. 18.
All right, then you are first.
All right. So Cade is gonna whip out one of his flasks of oil and throw it at the spreading fire.
All right, you splash it along the
Why
wall,
not?
and it lights. It quickly catches. There's also a thick black smoke that's coming off them as well, so that might be a problem in the near future.
And now, can I move away, or is that all I can do? Was
No,
draw
you- You can pull and throw it if you don't care about your flask, you know.
Yeah, I don't care. So
All right, then yeah, you can move.
then I'm gonna move to stand next to Broadus. Sword and shield, baby.
All right.
Sword and shield.
Kind of
Okay.
cool.
All right,
Oh,
and
sword and axe.
I have both.
the other 11 goes,
I
which
wonder who
is
that is.
it's the group of goblins that were making the pincer maneuver down the hall.
Oh
They-
Oh, I
no.
knew it.
They run around the corner with their bows and begin firing.
Oh no, Pate.
Wait, where?
See you later.
I paid. It was nice knowing you, buddy.
So yes,
Jesus, there's a
That's
lot of
one dead
goblins.
wizard.
all right. So let's see, 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
There's
that's all
there's
I do, blind bows.
3 of you guys. All right. I have 5 shots to make.
I get somewhat cover, right?
My AC is 12, so
Okay.
So you're an arrow magnet, basically.
Shadow, what's your AC? I got it.
14.
All right. Okay. Grobloth, does 17 get you?
On the nose. Is that with my bonus for being behind people?
You're using your companions as human shields.
Yes.
Yes, that is not.
I am not a human, I'll have you know.
That is not actually, but yeah. So that one would miss for them. And all right. So Grobloth, you are missed twice as 2 arrows try to get you, or 2 of the goblins try to get you with arrows. You Shadow take 6 damage, and Pate.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you're hit twice.
Oh,
Sure.
good night, paid. Sweet
Oh,
prince.
oof. For 14 damage.
yeah.
Run away! Run away!
Can't.
I mean, he can come over.
Not my turn.
When it's
All right.
his time
I'll,
comes.
I can move. I mean, there's
Yeah.
space to move. But
The barrier
Not
goblins.
before
You see arrows plunging in and out of the various points on the thing, but not hitting anybody. It is your go now, Pate.
okay, I'm gonna
Run
move
into
here.
Fireball.
I'm gonna move here and cast. Am I gonna hit 3 of them right there with a 5-foot? It says I can cast it in a straight line in any direction I choose.
Yeah, because he put them down so haphazardly,
Oh,
you
I'm
could
sorry,
probably
yeah.
hit 4.
I mean, they're all over.
I will put them in things. There you go. They are here. They are now nice and there you go.
Oh, well, that's easier. Then I'll hit those 3 on the bottom. So I need.
Dexterity
let's
saves.
see.
And then curve it around the corner to hit
Yeah,
the
yeah,
other.
you gotta put some
curve
spin
your
on
bullet.
Put a little English on the spell.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, dex save.
Right.
And that's this stupid save does not go up if you're using a higher. That's so stupid. So I guess.
Welcome to
13
5e!
I know. Dislike it.
Where after 20 levels, you still only have a +5 to hit.
What DC do I need to make or fail?
It's 13. That's all it is.
All right, so
13 dex.
one makes it to fail.
So they get a half, I guess. It says dex save for half.
All right.
Well, let me roll it. Let me find my other D8. Here we go. That's 11 total fire damage.
All right. So let's see. Okay, you take 2 of them out. One of them takes 5.
And then I will move this to the hole. It's center there.
Okay. Top of the
I can go
round.
back out if I need to.
Grobloth.
Do I need to roll the magic thing?
No, wait. I'm sorry. I missed something. Yeah, do me,
Edith never showed up.
yeah, do me, yeah, I forget. Edith shows up on 0.
Well,
Ethan.
I mean, she is slow. You got to give her time. She broke her hip last
She-
month.
She's
She's
got
a
her
walker.
walker though, so
Mhm.
What was your wild magic check?
Hey, I rolled an 18 on the 20, so that means nothing.
Okay, that's fine.
It'll
Uh,
never happen. Never happen.
Well, it'll happen more often as he gets higher levels. Like,
Already.
and it's already happened once.
I wish they'd
That was
established.
by mistake.
I wish they'd established a hard mechanic for it, though. Oh well. But anyway,
Wish
This-
they
Hard mechanics for
made
this
hard
game?
mechanics
Yeah.
for a lot of things.
This isn't a game for
Yeah.
hard mechanics.
Well,
this is
that's
a game you're supposed to make up on the fly as the DM.
hey, there are mechanics. You do have class abilities. Eat shit. How
They're
about
not hard mechanics, though.
I'm pretty
The
hard.
wild magic thing is pretty straightforward. I mean, but it's just it's whatever
When-
the DM wants me to do
I'm-
it.
Yeah, like when it triggers, I guess is the issue. Anyway, there you go. The doors slam open. An enormous two-headed creature roars. It has gray hair. It's wearing a flowery dress. It's got 2 enormous clubs that look like purses. It is Edith.
Edith the
The
Eaten.
goblin.
The Eton. Now you got me saying Edith for everything.
Edith Pussy.
Yeah.
Edith the Etten.
Yes, Edith the
Ooh.
Eton basically bashes open the door and begins moving directly towards you. Let's see, 5, 10.
Welcome to our 5e Troika crossover game.
Hey,
And-
one thing about Edith, you'll notice she used to have D cups. Now she's got knee cups.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you for stealing my favorite old person joke. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay. There you go. The door is open and it basically makes a dash action towards you, but that is as far as it gets.
I don't think we want to be caught in a tight area with that thing.
Yeah, now we've bottlenecked ourselves.
Uh,
When you take the weakest, you hit the weakest link in the chain.
Broadus, your go. Oh, sorry, no, not Broadus. Grabba.
We'll do a little bit of counting here real quick.
Did you take your shoes off?
No. 25, 30, 5, 10. I can't do that yet. Oh, I can't do what I wanted to do.
And
Which
throw
is
that
whack.
flaming sphere down there.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Down
Other-
to the goblins or to Edith?
To the goblins.
Yeah,
Right.
we're trying to clear the path so we have a way of retreat. Easiest way, I
Yeah.
think, is through the goblins.
Yes, I'll do that. I will throw. I don't have the option to pull up tokens. Could someone
Here.
please bring a token down, please?
There you go.
Thank you.
Why don't you
I
have the
will
option?
cast Flaming Sphere, and I will roll it into this guy. Give me a. Oh, let me look up Flaming Sphere. That is a.
What's the
Extra.
what's the radius on it burning people after it stops?
I think it's just that.
Oh.
square.
Anybody who starts their turn, you're right. I will roll into this guy and stop here.
Okay, yeah.
So give me a Dexterity saving throw.
Hold on, real quick. I need to remind you that they can disengage for free, so you
Yeah.
need to land it on them.
That's
Well,
fine.
That's the
wanna
only time
hit-
it's going to do damage.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Dexterity save.
Yes.
Okay. I got a 10.
You got a 10? Awesome. So that means you take full damage of 2d6 fire.
2d6. Fire.
Wrong button. There it is. Doo-doo. For 7 points of fire damage.
7. All right. Still up.
And then I would like to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to here.
Okay.
Nuke, which one did you hit with that flaming sphere?
The two-winged axe, or the axe.
Yes.
The one east of the fire.
This one.
Oh, it doesn't have to occupy the same square as him?
I don't know, it doesn't occupy the same square. Any creature that ends their turn on that square has to make a
Adjacent
reflex
to
saving
it.
throw. Adjacent, that's right. You're right.
But they get the free disengage. We actually learned that last time you used Flaming Sphere.
I get that, but I'm trying to make them come to where I need to.
Yeah,
So they
they'll-
have to funnel now.
By putting that there, Kevin, either they'll have to move to where they can't shoot us with arrows or move close enough for him to hit.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Sorry.
Broadus, it should go.
I am going to cast Cure Wounds on Pate.
Okay.
And then I'm going to
Please,
move
thank you.
afterwards. Oh, almost. Wait, is that a 6? 7, 8, 9. So 9 back to you.
Yay! Good job, Pate.
And then I'm just going to move to.
Thank you, sir.
They have reach, right? The Etten.
Let's see.
Do I need to do a knowledge check on these guys?
Yeah. If you give me a nature check, if you have it.
I mean, it's +0, but
Sure. Go ahead. Then.
17.
All right. Yes. You know, Ettins are two-headed giants. They can attack with both of their weapons, as if they were two separate beings, basically. And they basically don't really have anything especially hindering. They're not particularly vulnerable to anything.
They don't regenerate or.
No, they have
Okay.
no special abilities. They're just a two-headed, fairly stupid giant.
Yeah. Cool.
The only thing they're really good at, make really good guards. They have wisdom perception bonus checks with advantage. But that's it.
Cool.
Because 2 heads are better than 1.
Yes, for that.
Yeah.
But that was
So-
it. Healed Pate and 5 foot stepped up.
Okay, gotcha. Do
Thank
shadow.
You, thank you.
All right. I will take a move action to here. I will make an attack with my rapier. And does the Flaming Sphere count as an ally that I would
No.
be counting
No,
as?
no.
Okay.
No.
Well, does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit.
All right. So I do 9 points of damage.
9 points. Okay.
Yeah. And that's the one that was already hurt by the fire blast.
Correct.
No.
No.
No, Pate's blast. He is right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was.
That'd be a fun fire specific mage feat to make fire threatening.
That would be
Oh,
kind
that
of
would
cool.
be cool.
Yeah, threatening flames or something. That'd be
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
That'd be a fun
Yeah, if you
feat.
summon a fire elemental, then you got it right.
Yeah. Shut up. I like
And
my idea.
as a
I'm smart. You're
opponent,
dumb.
Vengeful flame.
Go ahead, Kev.
I'm torn. Brigwin is still in range to give her advantage. However, there are 3 gobos here, so I am going to bonus action and back up.
Okay.
I was say, hope you do back up because
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I had to.
Yeah.
After I thought about it for a second in the middle of me saying it, realized I was right next to the fireball.
Stopped concentrating on the words coming out of my mouth
Mm-hmm.
and started to think about something else.
And that's my turn.
Speaking of Brigwin, it's your go.
Alright. Since I never actually used my held action last time,
Ooh,
Sure. Yeah.
Um,
Knock it out.
well, no, I'm like, do I?
No, you can. I'll let you have it. I totally blanked on it. My bad.
Okay. Well then, I mean, I blanked on it too. But anyway, so
That one would be at advantage.
yeah.
Your natural attack for the round would not.
So the held attack is a 20.
At the end.
Yes.
Okay. Then
At
yeah,
the
that
end.
hits.
That's 8 points of damage.
8 points.
And then this one is not at advantage, Which die do I want to use? I don't know. They've been alternating.
Unicorn. Unicorn.
That's the one I chose. Aw, 11.
I was gonna
Not the
say don't ever.
unicorn.
I was gonna say don't ever listen to Kevin. Never listen to
I had
Kevin.
already chosen it though.
You have an 11 to hit.
Yes.
That is a miss.
Son of a biscuit eating bulldog.
Okay.
That's most bulldogs. They love biscuits.
Yeah, they just adore them. Like
I think
I
all
like
dogs like
biscuits.
biscuits.
dog or people.
I think
Yeah,
we
everybody likes
were-
biscuits.
Okay, and that's my turn. I'm not gonna move or anything.
Alrighty. That makes
Might
it
regret
Cade's
that.
go.
Cade is gonna
Yeah,
run
boy.
up, drawing his axe and his sword as he charges, and there's
Yeah.
no one adjacent to him, so it is just straight up swinging. And I was swinging.
Fuck 'em up, Cade.
Battle axe, longsword. They both rolled 9.
What does that give you though?
9.
In total 9.
They were both 4s on the die.
Oh. ooh.
Okay, so yes.
Yeah.
You come in a little overconfident, and the Etna is able to dodge your blows. Let's see. That
I
brings
like
us-
it better if I just miss.
Okay.
Instead of Edith jumping out of the way.
Yeah. Edith's pendulous Etten breasts confuse you for a moment.
Swing wildly.
Swing low, sweep chariots.
Shame.
You slice off her nipple.
Anyway, right. Yeah. Let's try and get this wrapped up. Or you wrapped up.
Ooh.
All right, the goblins who are in the hallway, they back up from away from your fireball, and let's see. One fires one of the ones that have clear shots fire at Shadow. One fires at Grobloth. Okay. One of them's crossbow bolts. One of them's bow string breaks. And they roll a natural 1, and the other one misses very badly. Meanwhile, the one around the corner makes an attack at Grobloth. I think I can. Yeah, okay.
I get covered from that flaming spear, right?
No.
But he takes
No,
a
you
5 foot
It
radius.
doesn't give me advantage. It doesn't give you cover.
But I don't think an 11 gets you. So
It
you're
does not.
So yeah.
So it did give cover.
Thanks, flaming spear. As I give it a fist bump.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh no, my spores.
Meanwhile, at the other end of the hall, spears keep pistoning in and out of the bear. But however, now the spears have caught fire.
Wait, can I make ooh ow noises of the spears poking through? Ooh ow, you're getting me!
You got me.
My
You're really,
pancreas!
you're really doing a lot of damage. Jesus Christ.
Mechanical question: does the fire spread?
It is spreading along the barrier, yes.
Good.
Pate, your go.
All right.
Excellent.
Seeing that Groblet and Shadow and the Flaming Sphere got the other end kind of covered, I'm going to turn my attention to that giant beast and I'll launch a Chaos Bolt at it. See what happens. Yeah, I got to roll a 15, so that gives me a 20 to hit.
That's hit.
All right. I got an 8, 2 on those. Hold on one second. I just want to look at the. You said they don't have any particular weaknesses?
No, nor any particular strengths other than strength.
Than to be
Okay.
a giant.
Yeah.
Other than being a freaking huge giant. Gotcha. Okay, so I'll just do I could do cold or thunder. I'll just do cold this time.
And what was your wild magic?
Yeah, so I got 10 chaos damage and 1 cold damage.
10, 11 damage. And what was your wild
And I
magic
will
check?
Oh, yeah. I rolled a 20, so I guess I'm good.
Here,
Wait,
just to
wasting
just
all
to
these
make
damn
this
rolls.
just to make this quicker from you and me, you're looking for a 6 and under, and that'll make you run.
Depends on what spell level I use, though, right?
Hmm?
Or no?
No, I'm basing it on your character level. Remember?
Okay. No, they're okay.
Yeah, we
No,
talked
if
about
it's
it.
based on. We can talk about it later. It's
Yeah,
fine.
okay.
We can remind ourselves later in another conversation.
Yes.
No, I mean, we can. I don't. We don't see go get bogged down in.
Graboth.
It's
Dude.
Groblot's turn.
Oh wait. Oh no, I missed one.
No, you didn't. It's
Yeah.
fine.
No, I didn't. I missed Edith. It's
Oh, Edith.
Oh, Edith.
She's old, so she can only act every other turn.
yeah, unfortunately, Edith is a spry old bird with 2 heads and 2 massive arms filled with club. Or
Oh
actually,
shit, Cade, she's a bird.
Versus.
Birds!
So I don't think a 9 gets you. One of the clubs bashes down near your foot, but the other one, however, gets a 21, and that does get you.
It does.
Oh,
It's a handbag, not a club.
Sorry, the club
two
shape.
really big knitting needles.
I like to think one's a rolling pin and one's a frying pan.
All right.
Yeah, it's even cooler.
You take 12 points of damage.
Goo.
Does she still have her curlers in her hair? That's the real question.
It's
Well,
hard
you
to
don't-
tell under the head wrap.
What you don't know is once she causes damage to you, she has an iodine splash weapon to throw at you.
Which is a breath
Ew.
weapon
And-
of pure castor oil.
Oh no.
Grobloth, now it's your go.
I will cast Ice Knife to the middle one, guy in the middle. I will cast it at him.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit him?
17 will hit him.
He takes 1d10 ice, or 1d10 damage, which is 7 damage.
All right.
And now all 3 goblins need to give me a... Hold on. Each creature gives me a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Dexterity saving throw. Why exactly?
Because the ice knife shatters and then breaks off and hits everything around it.
Ah, I see.
Nice.
It's a really cool spell.
Let's see. I got 2 fails and a 17.
Bird, who gets the 17?
The 17 was gotten by Mr. Axe at the bottom.
Bird, then he does not take 3 points of ice damage.
All right. So if you do 3 points of ice damage again to the guy that you hit, that finishes him off. And the guy.
And let's see, that was my standard action. Next, as my bonus action, my flaming sphere will roll into the leaf guy.
All right.
Because it can move 30 feet, it will bump into him.
Gotcha. And let's see. Ooh, natural 1. So roll your damage.
Yay! It's another 2d6 for 5 damage.
Okay. He's actually still up.
Lord have mercy.
A lot of mercy.
And then I will move. Hold on. I have a thing in the way. I have a small screen right now. Yeah, and then I will move up to here.
Okay.
The leaf guy's still alive?
Yep. Barely hanging on. Let's see.
Throw one of your gator teeth at him.
Brought us your go.
Well, I cornered the one goblin.
I will. Does it provoke to move up to the guy?
No, he isn't a breach.
Okay. Then I will move up to the guy so that Cade can have a flanking buddy.
You also get advantage if you hit him.
I'm not attacking him. I am Radiance of the Dawn in him, so I need a con check.
Oh boy. Constitution save.
What's the radius on that? They hit some of those people in the stands.
I was going to ask.
Well, that sucks.
Oh,
I got a 7.
Awesome. Yeah, so it's a 30-foot burst. I don't know if that reaches anybody in the stands.
Let's see. Burst. Yeah, we get a couple. It would get
Okay.
several on the margins.
Look at the error of your ways. Oh, yes. It's 2d10. I rolled a 9 and an 8.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
It's also plus my cleric level, so that's 20 damage.
20 damage.
Your joyful laugh at the amount of damage that you did of fire to these guys kind of makes your plea for repentance a little disingenuous.
Well, I mean, they'll have an opportunity tomorrow to really reflect on
Somebody-
this.
We've talked about how these people don't actually die. I was giddy because every time I've done this spell, it's been like 6 damage.
Yeah.
But roll your wild magic for me.
That's not a spell.
Oh, it wasn't a spell. Okay,
That's,
yeah.
uh,
That's
Oh,
right.
then I
channel-
probably-
that's like channel divinity.
I need to do that too twice. Hold on. No ones.
No ones. All right. Well, you're looking for. Okay, yeah. Ones.
Me next.
Yeah, it is you next. Sorry, losing track of the paper.
I move action up to the axe goblin.
Okay.
I take an attack on him. I've rolled an 11, so 16 hit.
It does.
All right, and that does. That's 6, so 9 points of damage.
Okay. 9 points. Let's see. Yes, that takes him out.
All right, and then as a bonus action, disengage. Well, move action, and return to here,
Okay.
I don't think
and
you
that'll
need
be
to
my turn.
disengage. I think you just use the rest of your move to move back.
Well, no, he used a lot of it to move up. You'd have to make a dash action, which is something he could do anyway for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as a rogue, he can disengage as a bonus action, moving up to his speed.
Yeah.
Double
All right.
his speed.
Let's see.
Hey, I'm disengaging from the flaming sphere.
Brigwin.
Alright, taking aim at Edith.
Okay.
That is a 23.
That will hit.
Booyah, gotcha.
Huh.
8 points of damage.
8 more points. All right, you guys are throwing some hurt on this poor, innocent, elderly, gigantic monster with 2 heads. And
I said I wanted cookies, not brownies, you old bitch.
eat your bread. I'm allergic to ginger.
She
Meatloaf!
knows.
Ma! Meatloaf!
Let's see. That was Brigwood. It's Cade's go.
Cade is going to move around Edith,
All right.
not leaving her threatened space to
Okay.
provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. I get you.
And as I'm going, I'm going to be hacking and slashing.
Hacking, slashing, stabbing.
This is my
Just like Crazy Eddie on his prices.
Alex. Ooh, yeah, that's better. That's 17 plus 5, I believe.
That'll definitely hit.
So that's 1. And then sword. Ooh, double 13s for 18.
Both hit.
Both hit. Very nice. 6. 13 damage.
13 damage.
Action surge.
Action third surge. Go ahead.
Doing it again. Ooh. 21.
That will hit as well.
4 damage.
4 damage. Got a little extra in. All right. Let's see where we're at, hit point wise.
I just realized how stupid it was to move away from the healer.
I mean, you still flank beside him.
Yeah.
Well, I moved so that other people could come in
All right.
when
Not
they're,
coming.
when they're done dealing with that super dangerous goblin.
You have done Edith many a mighty blows. However, she's still up, but bleeding profusely.
Bleeding.
It is your go. Bear the last pincer goblin, and he's gonna back up and fire.
Is the rune on his forehead glowing?
Yeah, they're all.
Like it, but it looks like the hot. Like he doesn't look like he's doing this out of will.
Huh?
It
Oh,
doesn't
no,
look
no.
like he's doing this out of free will.
No, his rune is blue. you actually can't even recognize this goblin.
So blue is.
Blue.
Oh,
Good,
they
right,
were
sorry.
from earlier on the level.
Mm.
Wait, didn't you say at the checkpoint that
They're not
they don't
compelled to
have
attack us
to.
anymore, but they like to.
Yep,
Yeah, they're goblins.
they're goblins.
The goblin doesn't change his shade.
They do
It's a
what they
goblin that
want.
can't die. Why wouldn't he do this?
All right, Gruboff, he takes a shot at you. Does 13 get you?
It does not.
All right, he backs up, takes a shot. That's what he
is
does.
This is the goblins' versions of Valhalla. Like they just get to fight
Yeah.
and die over and over and over
Yeah.
again.
If I was an
And
immortal
steal.
goblin, I would just be murdering everybody.
All right, Edith takes out her ire on both of you. You, Mr. Bernie, and you, Mr.
Dis-
Slashy.
Disadvantage against me
Oh, okay.
And me.
Why?
because I have
said so.
but for me, I actually have a mechanic. I've got warding flare.
Okay.
I'm going to use a reaction to shine a little light in her eyes when she turns to swing at me.
Okay, let's take that shot then. Okay. My lowest roll was 15 on that, so that gives me a 22.
That'll still hit.
Oof.
You know you've done that every time I've used that ability.
I'm so sorry. It's just
No, you're not.
it's
You're
well, I'm not super
You're-
sorry.
You're a liar. It's fine.
All
you,
right,
got, you got to make these mechanics work.
15 points of
Shots
damage.
fired.
Oh, cool.
And
Oh,
Jesus.
does what is that, a 9? Yeah, that's a 9. All right. Does 16 get you, Cade?
It does not.
All right, then you are missed.
Good. Because if you did the amount of damage you just did to him, I'd be unconscious.
All right. Let's see. All right, and that was Edith, the Etten, and we're back to the top of the round. Grobba,
what round of initiative are we on?
6th.
Sorry.
Since this place is underground, could we consider this a bunker,
Why? You
Edith.
expect to find Hitler?
Edith?
Oh,
Bunker.
get out of here!
Seriously.
I'm gonna
get-
use my bonus.
That
Can we use
even
my
that's
bonus
a bit of a stretch.
I'm gonna use my
Is there a
bonus.
second skipped? Or no? I thought I was at the bottom, but maybe not.
I got a 15 to the save.
I don't think
Yeah,
anybody's
Jason,
listening
it's-
to you, Matt.
Did Matt get skipped?
Oh, did you? I'm sorry. 10.
I thought I was at the bottom. I mean, I had a
I'm
5
sorry.
on initiative,
Yes,
but I
I'm
wasn't sure.
I'm very sorry. Yes, go ahead.
We're so good at this game.
Yeah, we're on like round 6. How many combats go this round? Go this long. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I'll just try to cast a ranged spell attack at the thing again. That's a 16 to hit.
All right, that will hit.
That does hit.
It does.
Okay. All right. Cool.
It's a big target.
So I rolled a 6, so 6 cold damage, and you got to roll a con save.
6 cold and a con. Con is. I got a 19 on the con.
So you make that. So you
All
just take the. No, you don't get anything.
Yeah.
All right.
So 6 damage.
No damage.
No damage.
Nope.
After you hit.
Nope. I didn't have to hit on that one. I was
Okay.
But
Love it.
still the 6 damage though.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
No, it's
On the
saving
gates.
nothing.
The attack roll was superfluous. He didn't need to do it. Is basically
Yeah.
what he's saying.
So no.
Okay.
Wild magic.
Oh yeah.
3.
6.
All right. 6.
What does that
Oh,
mean?
That is a go for wild magic.
Ooh.
Hey.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Like I said, never gonna happen.
This might be how I die. I'd be happy with that.
Or you could turn Edith purple.
So I rolled a 5. That puts it in the severe.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no, it's moderate. I'm sorry. It's 1 to
Okay.
3 is severe. So and then I rolled at 80. So that gives me. You are protected from Fae for 1 hour. Such creatures cannot attack you or harm you unless they succeed a charisma saving throw against your spell DC.
All right.
Yeah.
All these
Congratulations.
fucking Fae goblins need to just take a hike.
You know, depending
Edith
on the
Does have
setting,
a set of wings.
she does not have wings. She just took a Red Bull earlier.
Edith is definitely a Fae creature. Pretty sure Ettins are Fae.
You know, in some settings, goblin or Fae.
Yeah.
But not this one.
Wait, this is the labyrinth, so they should be.
It is a labyrinth. A labyrinth, but not the labyrinth. Now it is Groboth's go. Groboth,
Leaf the Goblin takes 4 damage.
4
Fire
damage.
damage.
All right. It takes
Does
4.
it kill him?
No, let's see. He's been hit. Yes, that finishes him off.
Adios, Leaf.
And then my flaming sphere will disappear. Poof. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I peek around the corner and see Edith?
You see Edith and Groboth toe to toe, and you think you see Cade's feet behind her.
It's Broadus, but I appreciate you.
I'm sorry, Broadus.
Then I cast Chill Touch, one of my cantrips.
Okay.
Ooh, that's an 18 plus 5 for a 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
Yay. I do. Chill Touch does 1d8 damage. For 4 damage.
4 damage.
And you cannot, hold on. On hit, the target takes 1d8 necrotic damage, cannot regain hit points until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
It has disadvantages on attack rolls against me
Okay.
until the end of my turn. That's wonderful.
Well, you didn't have to hide there back there like a chicken.
Well, I can't go much farther in attack.
I know. now it's Broadus's go, Broadus.
Go, bros,
Chill
go,
touch is
bros,
neither
go.
chill nor touch.
It's
necrotic
necrotic.
ray.
And
Yeah.
Ray.
Why don't they just call it rock
Because
rain?
casting, I forget, casting spells, does that provoke in this?
No,
Depend. Yeah, no, it doesn't.
it does not
Okay.
provoke.
It does
No,
not.
you can cast.
Then I'm gonna burning hands this dude, but in a way that doesn't hit Cade.
Okay, so you're just gonna get half of her, of it.
Yeah. So just give me a dexterity save.
All right.
Just your left hand.
All right, hold on. Let me see what this roll is. 0.
Awesome.
Nice.
Let me check my wild magic. Sorry, I keep forgetting.
Sure.
Nope.
Okay.
6
damage.
6 on 3d6.
6 on 3d6
Oh.
Nice.
is in fact all you need to take Edith out.
Hey!
The Eden falls backwards, screaming briefly as it is engulfed by your flames, and rolls around for a moment, but finally expiring from old age and a heart attack, and probably renal failure,
And
a
fire.
little
She
bit
was
di-
on fire.
little bit of diabetes, of course. Oh yeah,
Congestive
But
heart failure.
mostly,
but mostly fire. Yeah.
mostly fire.
All right.
And diabetes.
Suddenly, you guys are being pelted by rancid food items from the stands. Boo! As the goblins start, the surviving goblins in the stands start raining down crap on you.
They just start hucking javelins at them.
All right, they start ducking and spreading out. They look like they're all heading backwards down the stands towards the area where their king fled.
Are you
as-
not
Somebody scream for their
entertained?
coward king.
Are you
You
not
coward!
entertained?
Meanwhile, you guys hear a loud crack and a crash as the barrier falls down behind you as the burning finally started doing its work. And we'll pick it up from there next time. Thanks for joining us,
Alright.
everybody. It's been a fun stream.
Level 4.
Rest in peace. Yes, you can have level 4.
Rest in peace,
Yeah,
Edith.
yeah. Rest in peace, Edith. You were two beautiful women. You know.
Edith the Etten.
Wait, before we close out, Grobbler would like to do one thing.
Sure.
I'd like to take out a piece of parchment and says if I catch you again, it will be painful, and I'm gonna take a javelin and then stab it into the goblin's chest that I recognized.
Okay.
Next time will be painful,
All right.
Sucker.
and then as a warning.
I don't like it.
All right. So, yep. Thanks for joining us, everybody. You have a great night, and make sure you
Yeah,
check out
thanks for tuning in.
our latest episode of the main channel. Just go to Homebrew Detritus, or you might already be here if you're on YouTube. And check out that, and just keep viewing us, keep us afloat, keep us positive.
Yeah.
Hey, Terrence, because you haven't said it enough today, don't forget about the Noob Show.
I don't know what that is. Anyway, good night.
We've taken a lot of time.
Night,
to-
everyone.
Wait.
What?
We've taken a lot of time to thank people who are our patrons.
Yeah.
I want to thank Dave. He has been
Yeah.
all over our
Oh,
stuff in
yeah.
the comments. Dave, you're
Right.
dope. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Dave.
Thanks,
You're
Dave.
big.
Dave.
And thank you, Michael Long, for sharing our stream tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Thank you.
thanks.
Right on.
It's
Thanks, guys.
awesome.
Thank you,
Oh, good
Mad
night.
Hermit.
Thank you.
You're
Anything
welcome.
you can do helps us. Thank you.
Goodbye, everyone.
Oh,
Okay,
shut up.
bye.
Oh God, he's a ghost. He's been a ghost